Alright, so I really hate the CW and all of its shows, and I'm not a huge superhero fan. I'm not completely against it though, because there are a few that I like, but overall I'm not really a fan. But that's mostly in movies, because I can't really think of a show that I have liked. I can think of a few that started out okay, but I can't think of any that I really liked all the way through, or that I even made it all the way through. But especially the CW ones. I mean, I really hate Arrow. The Flash is almost as bad, except I have heard some of the stuff that happens in it, and it seems like if it was on a different channel and better executed and less melodrama and not just for teens, it could be better because some of their storylines seem pretty interesting. But that's the highest compliment I can give. Oh, and the fact that Ed's in there. Um, and then that's all I can think of. There's more, right? I think those are the big ones, though. So yeah, and then just CW shows in general, they all aren't really, like, not only are they not my cup of tea, but they're not even well done to where I can say, well, it's not my cup of tea, but it could be yours. They're really badly made too. So I was not looking forward to this at all, but I was just like, it's new, it's superhero, it's CW superhero, which is incredibly popular, at least Arrow and the Flash. So I was like, I mean, I knew I was going to be checking it out, is what I'm trying to say. But then it got a 100% certified, and I was like, oh my god, really? Seriously? Are you serious right now? And then it's still at a 100% certified last I checked, which was just like a couple minutes ago. I was like, okay, whatever. And like I said, I was going to be watching it anyways, but now especially I wanted to, because I mean, they said it didn't reinvent the genre, but if it got a 100%, it must be really well made and really good at what it's doing. And I can say that I see why it's got a 100%, because I think this is the best DC CW show. The only I liked Supergirl enough on CBS, but once it made the move to CW, I watched the first episode of that season and I hated it. I knew I was gonna hate it because they'd have less of a budget and they'd be on my least favorite channel. But yeah, so as of right now, that's the only one that I would say is a little bit better, just because I liked a whole season of that. But to be honest, I'm probably as interested in it. Just doesn't have as good of a lead performance, in my opinion. But I'm probably just as interested in this as I am in that. Um, yeah, this really, honestly, isn't that bad. And to be honest, I'm thinking so positively of it that if I had more time, as in if I didn't have so many things that I was watching already, I would check out the next episode. And if I could watch it easier, I would. But I will say this. I may check out the second episode once it's on Netflix, because it eventually will be. I mean, they've got basically, I think they've got all of the CW shows, and like especially all of the CW DC shows. What's it called? The Arrowverse? I think they have all the Arrowverse shows, and I think that they usually get any CW show for that matter just like a month or two after the season's done. So probably this summer it'll be on there. I might check out the next episode this summer if I see that it gets on Netflix, just to see where it goes. But that's one of my problems, is that I don't think I'd probably end up liking it as much as I'd like this episode in the second episode, because with way better series, I like the pilot and then hate the rest. So I think this one is very likely going to do that. But I'm optimistic, because one of the things I think is really strong about this is the characters. Right from the get-go, I mean, very early on, just with barely anything, I cared about the characters. One of the reasons in particular is the fact that I don't know why. I don't know what the fact is, but it's like, I don't know, they just... Oh, okay, so it's a spoiler, I'm not going to get into it, but it starts out in a certain way, and it kind of made me laugh, and then it kind of made me feel like, oh, okay, I kind of get a sense of who these characters are right off, which that was really nice, very smart of them. Um, but yeah, so as far as the daughters go, the guy who plays Black Lightning, he's okay. He's not bad, but he's not great. Obviously, you could imagine people that would be better, but he's not awful. But I just think that because my mom watches she watched Heart of Dixie. It's not on anymore, but she watched that, and the guy that plays Black Lightning was in that. I think that he just got the job because he had done a CW show. I don't think that if he hadn't done a CW show, I really don't know that he would have gotten it. Excuse me. So he's okay, and then even his ex, which that's a little bit of a spoiler, but it's typical. Even his ex, I thought was a little bit better, and then he has this friend who I personally really like. I think he's better. And then he has this other friend that is like kind of an already established actor, or at least I've seen him in several things, and most of what I remember him in was from a long time ago, so, and even he's a little bit better, but not great or anything. But that's one of the big problems, is that I didn't feel like the central guy's performance was that good, and I didn't feel like he had as much focus as you would expect. Like, I felt like it was more about his kids, and like focus on his kids, develop his kids, show what they're doing, and then have his reaction to it. Because, to be honest, I felt like they had more screen time, and they had more scenes together. Like, he barely had any scenes with them. Even if they did, I like the first half didn't, so it doesn't really matter, because by the second half you just already have an idea of what it's about. But yeah. So overall, I thought the kids were really strong performances and characters. Everyone else, pretty strong performances. Less strong characters. The lead performance is fine. The lead character is okay, a little cliche, but that's expected. The action is okay, as expected, because I don't think it's ever going to be that good on this channel. It's decently directed, not very well written. The performances really enhance the writing. Overall, I don't think this is good, but I don't think it's bad either, because I really hate Arrow, and the only reason I think The Flash is a bit better is because I know more of the actors from like other things. And like I said, I've heard about some storylines that happen, and that intrigues me a little more. And then Supergirl, I like the first season. And then, what's the other one? Legends of Tomorrow. I don't really like that one at all. Is there more? I don't know if there's more. If there is, I don't think I've checked them out. Maybe I have. I don't know. But anyways, I think this is probably the best of the bunch, except like I said, I've seen a whole season of Supergirl, so I can't exactly say that it's better than that, and I don't think it ever would be, because that lead performance is so good. But yeah, it's not good, but it's not bad either. It's in the middle, and for a CW show, and for a DC CW show, and for a superhero show, that's really good. So I'd give it a 5 out of 10. It's alright, but I don't really want to watch it again, except I would be okay with checking out another episode to see if maybe it stays consistent, and then if that did, then watch more, and then maybe I'd actually end up liking it. But I figure that it'll probably be too long of a season. Not that 13 episodes is long. Well, actually, it might not be 13, but just that it wouldn't be able to handle it very well. And but the 5 out of 10 was in the description, so you didn't have to watch this. And I forgot to say it at the beginning. Crap, that's always what I want to do. Say it at the beginning, have it in the description. That way you don't have to watch the video if you don't want to. But yeah, so very surprised with this. It's not that I like it. I just, compared to the rest, I like it. And it's good. I don't think it deserves a 100% certified. I think people are just as surprised as I am that it's this much better than the rest. Yeah. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Press that like button if you like the video. Press that subscribe button if you like me. Comment below. Have you seen this? If you have, what you think about it? Where would you put it in ranking with the rest of the DC? You can even go all superhero shows in general. Yeah, so like, which one is your favorite? Or you could, I don't know. Anyways, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.